Last night on Raw, Roman Reigns did something nobody saw coming. He didn't punish Jacob Fatu. He didn't embarrass him. He didn't strip him of his dignity in front of the whole locker room. He put an Ula Fala around his neck, and just like that, the most dangerous man in WWE is now officially a member of the Bloodline. And the question isn't what happened, but why. Because what Roman just set in motion might be the most calculated power move of his entire career. To understand why last night hit so different, you have to go back to the beginning, because Jacob Fatu first showed up on WWE programming in June of 2024 on SmackDown, sliding into Solo Sikoa's version of the Bloodline. But things got complicated when tension between Fatu and JC Mateo started building, and eventually at Money in the Bank, Fatu walked away from the faction entirely, betting on himself, and that bet paid off, because that same fire led him straight to the top. And when Roman became World Heavyweight Champion and opened Raw wondering who his first challenger should be, Fatu walked out demanding a title shot. But Roman said no, calling it nepotism, and that refusal lit a fuse that burned all the way to Turin, Italy. At WWE Clash in Italy on May 31st, Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu went to war in a tribal combat match with the World Heavyweight Championship and the title of Tribal Chief on the line. And Fatu tried the death grip on his injured hand, reversed spears, hit the mighty moonsault twice, but Roman barely survived by low-blowing his own cousin, then rammed Fatu's head into an exposed turnbuckle nearly 10 times before spearing him through a table. And even though Fatu got to his feet first, Roman hit one final spear to seal the victory, retain the title, and remain Tribal Chief. After the match, Jay placed the Ula Fala back on Roman's shoulders. But things got tense immediately when Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and Tala Tonga appeared at ringside watching silently, and Fatu paused when he spotted his old crew, but ultimately turned his back on them and followed Roman and the Usos backstage because the stipulation was clear. Fatu had to acknowledge Reigns as Tribal Chief on the very next Raw. And that brings us to last night, where Raw opened with Roman, Jay, and Jimmy confronting Fatu about his insubordination, and the Usos were not happy and demanded he fall completely in line. But Roman went a totally different direction and shocked everyone by going against the Usos and placing an Ula Fala on Jacob Fatu, officially welcoming him into the Bloodline as a full member of the family. Because Roman doesn't want Fatu to lose his edge. He needs him insubordinate, unpredictable, and dangerous, just pointed in the right direction. And this is chess, not checkers. Roman just weaponized the most volatile man on the roster. Then as the group walked out, actor Eric Andre, there to promote a show with John Cena, made the catastrophic mistake of putting his hands on Fatu's brand new Ula Fala. And Fatu destroyed him instantly, proving one thing: he's taking orders now, but he is still a savage. Going forward, Solo Sikoa posted on Instagram after Clash in Italy saying, "You should have stayed with me," and Roman has already confirmed Solo and the MFT are his next target. So think about what's being built here. The OG Bloodline is reunited with the most terrifying addition in Jacob Fatu. Solo is lurking. The Usos are uneasy. And if you think a man who has never played by anyone else's rules is going to peacefully serve under Roman forever, think again, because the Bloodline just got stronger but also a whole lot more unstable. And whatever explosion is coming, you do not want to miss it. Comment below whether you think Fatu stays loyal or turns on Roman. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Acknowledge that.